Oh, well, Mr. President, first a question for you. Attorney General Barr says he is unlikely to have any criminal investigation of either Barack Obama or Joe Biden. You've been talking about what you call the greatest political crime in American history. What do you think of Mr. Barr's decision here?
Well, I think if it was me, they would do it. I think for them, maybe they're not going to. I don't know. I'm surprised because Obama knew everything that was happening. I don't think Obama knows where he is in a lot of ways. I saw his statements the other day, and I think that, frankly, they weren't very good. It's President Obama. As far as Biden's concerned, I can't tell you. Only he knows what he knows. I don't think he knows too much. But I think Obama and Biden knew about it. They were participants, but so I'm a little surprised by that statement. I don't think he said it quite the way you said it. I think he said as of this moment, I guess. But if it was me, I guarantee they'd be going after me. In his case, they're not. So I think it's just a continuation of a double standard. I'm surprised by it. But that's where it is. And I don't know what he said about the others. You have to understand, I was coming into this room as that statement was being made. So I don't know exactly.
First off, Trump just said the sentence, and I quote, Obama knew everything that was happening. I don't think Obama knows where he is, is in a lot of ways. The fact that this guy's campaign is trying to paint Joe Biden as confused when that is an actual quote that fell out of Trump's mouth shows that projection really is a thing. Now, this is Trump reacting to the quote-unquote news that Attorney General Bill Barr won't be opening criminal investigations into former President Obama and Joe Biden.
The criminal justice system will not be used for partisan political ends. And this is especially true for the upcoming elections in November. Now, as to President Obama and Vice President Biden, whatever their level of involvement, based on the information I have today, I don't expect Mr. Durham's work will lead to a criminal investigation of either man. Our concern over potential criminality is focused on others.
As if this is actually news. I mean, really? A criminal probe won't be opened into something that only ever existed as a Fox News fever dream? Well, color me shocked. Also, if you've ever heard the word gaslighting and weren't quite sure what it meant, it is Trump's Attorney General claiming that the Justice Department won't be used for political ends, and especially not for the election in November, at the same time that Bill Barr himself has been a key figure in literally using the Justice Department for political ends, and especially for the election in November. In Trump's July 25th phone call to Ukrainian President Zelensky, he said, quote, "There's a lot of talk about Biden's son, that Biden stopped the prosecution, and a lot of people want to find out about that, so whatever you can do with the Attorney General would be great." The whole point of that extortion scheme was to meddle in the November election, and Trump admitted right there in that phone call that Bill Barr as AG was a key figure. So when Barr lectures about preserving the integrity of the DOJ and keeping our elections free from partisan interference, that is the definition of gaslighting. Consider too that the DOJ couldn't open a criminal probe into any Obama administration officials over the origin of the Russia probe because the origins were legitimate. The 434-page report by DOJ Inspector General Michael Horowitz, who Barr himself references, found that the DOJ and FBI launched their investigation into the 2016 campaign not for political reasons, but because there was evidence that the Russians were attempting to cooperate with the Trump campaign to interfere in the election. Efforts that were accepted, by the way, in the form of a Trump Tower meeting with Don Jr. and Manafort sharing polling data, among others. In other words, the idea that we could then open up a criminal probe into the former president and vice president because of an investigation that the DOJ Inspector General himself conceded was legitimate is a Banana Republic level abuse of power. In reality, the point was never to actually open a criminal investigation into Obama or Biden over the Russia probe. It was only put forward as yet another desperate distraction. And if it seems like these nothing burger diversions have been ramping up lately, it's because Trump isn't capable of trying to win the election on merit, so he's hell-bent on cooking up phony distractions in hopes that one of them will stick. From Burisma to Obamagate and everything in between, the hope here for the Trump administration is that they can give the impression that there was wrongdoing just by virtue of repeating a bunch of faux scandals over and over again. And even though they don't actually mean anything, that won't stop Trump from repeating the phrase Obamagate until he's blue in the face throughout the campaign. It's just empty fodder for his followers to cling on to, if only because Hillary's emails is just a bit outdated now. But if the fear is that Obama or Biden would ever be implicated in an actual investigation, I wouldn't worry about that. Real investigations require actual facts and oversight and accountability, none of which the Trump administration is willing to do. This is solely a baseless partisan hit job, which seems to be the only thing that this White House is actually capable of. All the accusations without any of those pesky facts to rain on their parade. Of course, Trump will continue to give them oxygen anyway, and the fact that he needs to prop up such flimsy stories is a testament to just how insecure he is about the next election. If he was actually confident in his chances, he wouldn't suddenly be cooking up fake scandals about a president who left office with a sterling reputation. But instead, he is, and that should speak volumes about how he views his own chances in November.